Hi everyone, we're back with the next episode of Life Reset series, and today we're going to be talking about cultivating better habits for both our physical and our mental health. So in terms of our physical health, I think we can look at our workouts, diets, and maybe skincare, because even that forms a part of your overall health. So let's talk about workouts. Right, so when we talk about workouts, first is obviously assessing how the past 6 months have been in terms of working out. If there is something that you particularly enjoyed, if there is something that you absolutely did not enjoy, if there is something that you want to try out, if there's some new workout class that you want to do, or if you found a new YouTuber. And this is a great time to explore actually, because a bunch of new YouTubers always keep popping up, like Chloe Ting, Emmy Wong, Grow with Joe, Bloggy Lattes. There are so many YouTubers and they all have amazing free 10-minute, 20-minute workouts. So maybe if you don't really know what to follow, what kind of plan to follow, these are all easy at-home bodyweight exercises. You can maybe try out 10-20 minutes of each over the week and see whose vibe you like the most. And I know when you're doing at-home workouts, a lot of things are like very important. Maybe you have to like the music, you have to like the person who's speaking. Those things are really important. They might sound trivial, but I find them really important because I do a lot of at-home workouts and these things really affect me. So there are only a few YouTubers that I really enjoy working out to. So maybe you can find what your fit is. If you enjoy dancing, maybe you can just like blast music and dance for an hour. That's great exercise as well. If you want to walk, maybe you can find a park that is close to your house, or maybe if it's too hot normally, which was my problem, so maybe you can wake up an hour earlier and try to go for your walk, or get a treadmill if there's enough place in your house, or join a gym. I mean, that's the most obvious one, but I'm just giving you alternative suggestions. If you want to get into weightlifting, then you can always set up a home gym and get some weights off of Amazon. And in fact, the entirety of last year and this year as well, I've been doing strength training with weights, and I've got them off of Amazon, and they're pretty decent and they're actually helping me a lot. So you can try that as well. That's really helpful. You can get resistance bands, you can do skipping. There's a bunch of stuff to try. So there's so many workouts out there. Don't feel like you need to do one particular kind. Don't feel like you need to completely, raise your heart rate up to 150 and only do HIIT every day of the week in order to feel your best. That is absolutely not necessary. In fact, you should not do that. So there should be a healthy mix. And if there's something very high intensity, maybe you should talk to your doctor before you dive headfirst into it. But there are a wide variety of low to moderate variety of workouts on the internet. That being said, please don't do anything that makes you feel sick or just you feel uneasy doing it. Just don't. I'm not talking about being uncomfortable while you're working out, because of course all of us are. If you feel something's wrong when you're doing an exercise, you don't have to do it. Just listen to your body. But yeah, these are some things that you might want to explore. Now let's talk about that. Like, the world has been more or less open for the last 6 months, so we have, I'm sure, been ordering out or going out to eat, meeting friends, etc. So maybe you can figure out how has your health been in the past 6 months. If there's a particular food that you've had any reaction to, maybe you've been ordering out too much, maybe you would like to learn to cook, maybe you haven't had enough vegetables, enough fruits, or something like that. If that's something that you have assessed, then maybe the next 6 months is time to actually work on it and try to learn to make a few simple meals, try to incorporate more seasonal veggies and fruits in your diet, and just try to eat more home cooked meals. So these are some things in terms of your diet that you can adopt, and being more aware of what your food intolerances and insensitivities are, so that you can take better care of your health. That might be really helpful for you in the long run. And finally, when we talk about skincare, it does not really have to be the 10-step glass skin routine that we see plastered all over YouTube. Of course not. But just pick something simple, something that you can be consistent with, even when you're really tired and you've come back home at like very, very late in the night. At least you should have that much energy to do this routine and maintain that consistency. So you can follow something super simple. Like, I've also started adopting much later in life. I wish I had before, but then I was just too lazy. So it's very simple, like a normal cleansing, toning, moisturizing, sunscreen routine in the morning, and at night is just the same thing without sunscreen and with a serum, and that's it. Like, very, very simple steps, not too many at all. I just ensure that I do this every single day, and sunscreen definitely do not miss. It's the one main barrier to aging. Now that I'm on the other side of 25, I really don't want to look older than I am. So yeah, that's something that I try to follow religiously. But yeah, in terms of skin and hair care, you can always see what works for you, and maybe if you have any skin conditions, you should definitely seek out a dermatologist. And for hair, I have tried Bare Anatomy for a few months and that worked well, but I also got pretty similar results with the regular L'Oreal shampoos as well, so I didn't like continue with that. But if you want to try Bare Anatomy, I mean, they give you a formula which is supposedly only for your hair. Might want to look into that. So yeah, for like this overall physical health wise, I would say these are a few things that you can take care of. Now, apart from this, you should get all of your blood tests and everything checked at least once a year. My family does it pretty religiously, and it actually helped us prevent a lot of issues because we understood the symptoms much earlier than they started to show. So that is actually really beneficial. Just try to have like a discussion with your parents and have like a regular cadence of getting your blood checked, you know, the ECG, USG, etc., just to make sure everything's working as it should. And if there is any problem, you can find out way earlier and that can easily get treated. So that's always a plus point. Coming to mental health, I'm just going to discuss the things that I have done and that have helped me. And if you need to talk to a specialist, there are a lot of resources out there and you should definitely seek the help that you need. But I'm going to talk about just the things that help me take care of my mental health on a day-to-day basis. The one most important thing that has really helped me is journaling. I make it a habit to journal every single day. So I have many types of journals and I will link that video here. But what I basically do is do my daily journaling practice, which is my morning pages, and I try to do them every day. And I just write about whatever is in my mind without thinking, without even trying to understand the meaning behind what I'm writing. I just write anything that passes my mind, and it has helped me get a lot of clarity. It has helped me, feel a lot lighter, and it just kind of acts like a brain dump where I can see everything that I'm thinking. And sometimes if I'm having a tough day and I'm feeling angry or feeling anxious about something, when I write it down, it seems trivial. Then I realize it's just something in my head and I don't really need to worry about it as much as I am worrying. So that really helps me, get like an outsider's perspective on my life's problems. It has really helped me in coping with a lot of things over the past 2-3 years. And I sometimes pick up prompts from Pinterest or something because those really help me introspect and understand what is it that I really need at this point in time. And if you are someone who's into journaling, I suggest that you can try it out. And if you're someone who is new to journaling and you want to try it out, then I have a video right here which is basically just steps to start a journaling practice, and you can check that out. Apart from journaling, something else that has really helped me is guided meditation. Now, I try to do normal meditation, but I just could not hold my focus for any amount of time. And so I started doing guided meditations, and I found them on Spotify or on YouTube as well. And it's just sort of also like a visualization practice. So I just follow the voice of the narrator and it helps me stay focused. I'm also not distracted, and I just get that 5 to 10 minutes of peace and quiet, and really helps me feel focused and centered at the end of it. That has been very calming. Even when you feel really nervous, it's a good practice to just listen to the 5-minute 10-minute versions, and just their voice is so calming, and then the background music is usually of rain or something. So I just feel like I feel a lot better after I listen to them. So that's something that you can try. So yeah, these are the few things that have really helped me in terms of taking care of my physical and mental health. I hope this video was useful for you. Let me know in the comments down below if there are some practices out of these which you follow regularly for your physical and mental health. And I will see you next week for the final installment of the Life Reset series. Bye!